all. This is Rudy Gamble from Razzball. I'm excited to showcase our newest fantasy baseball tool, the Razzbot. Uh, the idea behind this is simple. We want to take your team, we want to take our daily, weekly, and rest of season projections, and require you not to have to use a spreadsheet or worry about mapping IDs. If you've ever, now that's something you love to do, go ahead, keep at it. But if you want a kind of quick way to figure out who to start or pick up, whether it be for daily or weekly, this is meant to help. Now, as you can see, what we got here, it's a chat style interface. It's similar to something like ChatGPT, but the biggest difference here is that it has direct access to the Razzball daily, weekly, and rest of season projections, our player rater, and mapping that we manage between various leagues. So instead of generic AI guesses as to what you should do, it's working off the actual projection data. This does not manage your team. It's just basically providing you who the best plays are based on the projections, and you make the calls from there. And it's not connecting into the leagues to manage your team. The process is pretty straightforward. You're going to click this little gear button and upload your team. The leagues that we support right now, the platforms are NFBC, Fantrax, and CBS Sports, and that's because the initial one is based on they have to allow you to download a CSV of the full league. So I'm going to choose one of my leagues here. It's going to take 5-10 seconds to load up the league. There's an FAQ doc at the bottom of the page that'll show you where you have to go on NFBC, Fantrax, and CBS Sports to get this data. So once it loads a team, I pick who I am and the league format. So we have a number of different formats: 12, 15, AL, NL. This is something we might expand in time. If there's something that's missing that's popular, let me know. Now, once I choose that, where we're going to look, I want your eyes to go is there's the FAQ, but these buttons. So what I found is that when trying to program this through AI, it was just too much work to get the right reports I wanted. Sometimes there was like issues with the mapping. It was easier to program that in. So you're going to see, we're going to start from the bottom, move up. So the overview for the league is basically on the fly, constantly updated rest of season projections, rest of season standings for the thing. So in this case, I would have liked to have been better than fourth in this league, but but there we go. We see the projected dollar values in the player rater based on all players on the team that are $1 plus for rest of the season in that format. You can see there's projected points as well, how many hitters and pitchers are above that mark, and then each of the categories. I like to show it based on the category dollars because I could, for hitters and pitchers, could see pretty quickly where my strengths are. In this case, ERA is projected to be pretty weak for this team vis-a-vis all the other categories. But I also could just look at it through this lens and see that, interestingly enough, even though we didn't have as much of dollar value, I guess we spread it out the right way because we would be number one in standings. So this is just kind of a quick view to understand where your strengths, weaknesses are at any given time without relying on season-to-date standings, which, especially earlier, are kind of very sampled sensitive. Now I can hit the team overview here, and I'm going to see all my hitters and pitchers. This is just their rest of season value. I could see who's kind of below replacement value, who'd be the first guys that I would churn. Obviously, you're looking at this and saying, okay, well, I might be thinking Clayton Beeter and Riley O'Brien are great save stashes, and I'm going to hold on to them. La-di-da. This isn't telling you to do anything, it's just providing the projections. Okay, next, start sit. And you see you have today, tomorrow, and weekly. So I'm going to click the today, and it's going to look at today's games, who's inactive with their rest of season value. That could also got guys that got benched for today. And then you get your pitchers and your hitters looking just like you would in the Hittertron today stuff, but you've got it right here. All this stuff could be kind of highlighted and copied and pasted in somewhere if you wanted to email it to your co-manager. if you wanted to, if you got lonely and wanted to play with Excel. So you got that today, tomorrow. You've got your weekly here as well. So you could kind of start here and understanding, okay, where am I kind of weak going into next week? Not surprising, in this team, we've got the catchers a bit low. Josh Smith and Frelick are kind of two guys that are meant to be on the bench. But yeah, I am seeing only 15 hitters, so yeah, I've got only one guy I could put on the bench. Got your 14 pitchers. Bibby's right as of right now. We're not sure if he's going to pitch next week, so he's pretty much anchored at the bottom. But interesting, I got Andrew Vaughn inactive. I have no idea why. I'll find that out after this video. Okay, next, pickups. So I'm going to start with the weekly. The pickups are not going to lump all hitters together like this. It's going to actually break it out into the various positions. Let's try that one more time. There we go. So see, they usually come by a little quicker, come by pretty quick. See, there's not a ton of valuable catchers available in a 2-catcher league. Shocker. Might have to put the threshold lower in order to get more guys show up. But you see, you got cornermen, second base, shortstop, outfield DH, then pitchers, starters, and relievers broken out. You can see the dollar values and projected points. But it's going to be in order of the projected dollars, which, as you can see, lines up pretty well. There is an OBP, that's the 5x5 OBP value. You also see Monday to Thursday, Friday to Sunday values for the next week, for those leagues that have that ability. But you have this for today and tomorrow as well. Now, what you've got here on the bottom, like I said, is a chat style interface. So I do think there's a lot of value in kind of this kind of iterative approach versus going to various pages. But this is connected to the ChatGPT API. Go ahead, you could ask it about your teams. We've worked. I'd say that's a working beta right now. We'll see how well that works going forward. But open to hear your success stories. Just don't rely on it too much. It might hallucinate every now and then, like we all do, right? I'd say we're thinking about this is an iterative approach we're going to take. I'd say that things right now we think we're going to focus on is another way to connect in with leagues, maybe APIs, try to get in particularly Yahoo, and an ability that we can store more than one league. So if you did this in the morning on your desktop and then you're on your phone, this can work on mobile. You don't have to upload. That team will stay on there. But I think in time, what we'll want to do is be able to manage multiple teams. But wanted to get it something out there right away. Really happy about this. Please let me know. Either you email me at rudy@razzball.com. Hit me up on the site, in the comments section, various socials, but try to blue sky me versus Twitter or X. Even Reddit is better than that. Thanks. We're real excited about this. Hope you guys are too. And I'm signing off.